What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot Ed. Today we're going to talk about a few things. First things first, we're going to discuss that Transformers 1 is not getting a sequel and Hasbro's not announced anything. Two, we're going to talk about integrity. Integrity in providing information, where to the point where you are really being more of a journalist, because a lot of times the internet is full of nonsense information. And a lot of times, you pick up something here and you pick up something there, and it could just be an honest, I've done it, where it's like, oh man, that's not even the right information. I even show you the video. Not really. I don't have time to go back and look for that video. It's about 2 or 3 years ago. It's about Optimus Prime being repackaged in some new version. I forgot. I think it was like pre-Studio Series 86. A weird thing. And it was like a few years ago, and find out later it was Photoshop. They did a good job and they got me. After that, I realized I will never report news in that fashion again. If it's speculative, it's speculative. But if I put confirmed, or I put, this is it, without any type of rumor, speculation behind it, that means that more than likely it is. And when I put it there, I'm going to stand behind it. Now, the two things I remember to my 80s kids, back in the days when we had to actually write in cursive and do book reports. I had to go, you can't just write up a book report. Hey, you got to cite your sources. You know what I'm saying? And, that was how they know that you did your research and you did your due diligence. Well, I scoured the internet and I was like, man, I'm kind of surprised that they would do a Transformers 1 sequel, especially when the movie didn't do well. Now, I know a lot of people will say, well, it's on streaming sites. It's a great movie. Why didn't you watch it? Me watching the movie is not going to make the movie do any better than what it did already. You have to remember that they're not making movies for us. When I say us, they're not making movies for Transformer fans. They're making movies for everybody. And we can go into the whole marketing thing, like, well, it was the marketing. It was this. They should have marketed this way. Well, look, that doesn't matter. Okay? If people want to see something, they could flash just a word and people will go, oh, you talking about so-and-so coming out? And they'll go see it. It's fatigue, bro. Our brand is always going to be there for us. It's our generational brand. I've been doing this, loving Transformers for 40 years. But the truth of the matter is, we depend on people who are the casuals. The same thing happened in the fighting game community. Years ago, you had to know how to input your, inputs, quarter circle forward, half circle back, the pretzel movement to do a move like, I don't know if y'all familiar with Geese Howard, Raging Storm, you know what I'm saying? That's a pretzel combination. But, a lot of people, a lot of whiny people, they get upset. I don't know how to do all that. So now they had to appeal to the casual market. So now you just push a couple of buttons and you got a combo. Back in the days, I used to have to go practice my combos. You understand what I'm saying? So the same thing happens with movies. Why would we only attract Transformers fans when Transformers fans are a small part of the larger dichotomy that a company is trying to get to? In other words, they're trying to get to the bag. We're not enough of the bag at the movie theater for the movie to do what it should do, to be like, oh yeah, we're going to make a sequel right now. No, because of the simple fact that not a lot of people went to go see it. Doesn't mean the movie was bad. People just didn't want to see it. They just looked at it like, they just looked at it and went, I mean, I got to be honest with you, man. Stop the cap. Stop coming to me telling me I need to watch the movie. It's not going to make the movie do anything. And I've seen the movie. It's a great movie, but it did not, I didn't care for it. Like, I watched it. Oh yeah, it was cool. I didn't get excited. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not the origin I wanted. Now, we're going to switch over to two things, because I forgot about to talk about Mr. Cooley here. So Mr. Cooley and Mr. Bonaventura did an interview with Screen Rant back in September. Even in the title of the video from Screen Rant with these two guys, they said, we hope, the word, emphasis, we hope to get a sequel. But G.I. Joe Cross Transformers was confirmed. Now, if you're looking at this screen right here, you're looking at, this is a Hasbro employee. And not just any Hasbro employee. His name is Olivier Dumont. He is the president of Hasbro Entertainment on storytelling, filmmaking, collaborations, and Transformers 1. The article, taken here from Brands Untapped, was written by Billy Langsworthy, published on 04/11/24, which should be actually 11/04/24 unless they do their dates kind of like how you do it in other countries, in the European countries, or even in our Asian countries where they put the date of the year, the date of the month first, then the month, then the year. Mr. Dumont had his article cited. And I love when people cite articles. I'm like, did you read the whole thing? So someone comes in and says that, at the CinemaCon, they unveiled Transformers and G.I. Joe film project with Paramount. So you can really get a sense of dedication to exploring what's possible. This is from Mr. Dumont. Possible for the Autobots and Decepticons across film and TV. We're always aiming to develop offerings and deliver something fresh in each format. The next question comes up. You mentioned Transformers 1, which I thought was great. Can you talk me through what appealed about bringing the band back to animation for a new movie? The Transformers brand is a global powerhouse franchise with millions of fans around the world. Fans have been a part of the journey since 1984. We're in the word salad thing now. And there hasn't been a limit to the ways the franchise can come to life, whether that's through action-packed movies, TV shows, and so many more incredible, more than meets the eye experience of all fans of all ages. And then it goes on, given Transformers' truly extensive footprint and rich storytelling, we are able to effortlessly revisit the origins of the characters, as well as explore CG animation as a format for the new movie. The Transformers brand has an enduring connection to multi-generational audiences who want the chance to dive deeper into the world of Transformers through fresh visual and audio experiences. It's that legacy of the fandom that has allowed us to come up with new ways to expand the universe of our iconic Autobots and Decepticons. Next question. This is where we get to the meat and potatoes. I know it's early, but do you foresee future installments in the iteration of big screen Transformers adventures? Stop! They didn't ask if Transformers 1 is getting a sequel. They just said, will there be any more installments? Now, this is where Reddit steps in with their misinformation. Oh, we're going to get a sequel. I agree. It's the answer from Dumont. I agree. It is early days, but never too soon to think about what is possible. In fact, coming off Transformers 1, we have been exploring future projects with the film director, Josh Cooley. Emphasis. We have been exploring future projects. Didn't say we're going to do a sequel. The Transformers franchise has such a rich history and passionate fandom, so there are many facets that have yet to be explored in entertainment. Basically, word salad saying y'all ain't getting a sequel just yet, and probably won't. Because it doesn't make sense to make a sequel to a movie that did not do well, to make a sequel to a movie that didn't do well the first time. If you didn't get the people in the seats to see the first one, how the hell are you going to get people in the seats to see the second one? I mean, I would like to see a sequel. I mean, why not? It don't really bother me. But in actuality, we're not getting one, and we probably shouldn't. And we shouldn't. If this didn't work, then we need to go back to the drawing board. Plus, Hasbro stock price ain't that good right now. So, at the end of the day, sometimes you know how things go when they don't go quite right. You kind of just got to leave it alone. And in this situation, you need to leave it alone because you got to concentrate on getting other things done. But hey, like I say, I know a lot of people get upset and they want to fuss and they want to fight. But hey, I'm just trying to give you the news as it comes and as it is, because that's not the truth. The truth is Hasbro has said zilch, zero, nada about a sequel. And if there is a true article that's reporting from a Hasbro person, an actual person, because this is the man that's in charge of entertainment, then I don't want to hear it. So there's not going to be a sequel. Now, getting on to integrity, let me just put it this way. Please report the news with integrity. Please report the news with something. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know. You can get challenged. You can get questions. I know what happened to me all the time. That's why I said, let me sort my articles, cite my articles, and make sure I'm reading directly from the people. In other words, let's get the information from the horse's mouth, not from speculation and what you think. Because what I think would probably hurt a lot of people, because I can give two rats ass about the Transformers 1 franchise at all. Seriously, I don't care. And if you're mad about that, hey, screw you. Because I like what I like, you like what you like, and that's it. Okay? Now, if you like it, I love it. But honestly, I don't like it. That's all. I stick to what I stick to. You stick to what you stick to. But the news and the information that I give is going to be accurate. And that's all. Super Robot Ed bringing more news reviews to them. We see you soon. Bye-bye.